This is my Celestia redesign for my own AU. In this, she is the queen of Equestria, known as the ruler of the sun or sun goddess. She is almost always busy due to keeping her people safe. She is often stressed and lacks sleep due to denying help from her sister. When it comes to paperwork or making life-altering decisions of her land, her school for gifted unicorns is how she trains unicorns to be the main defense of Equestria. She started this shortly after Sombra fell from his throne. She doesn't personally teach the unicorns, rather she has talented unicorns teaching them. Her school has no place for mistakes or slacking off, so it's very common to find unicorns being kicked from the school due to not meeting the queen's expectations. She doesn't give any recognition to the unicorns struggling in her school due to being busy with her royal responsibilities. Her school is like a boarding school. The unicorns only get to go home after graduation or due to being kicked out. The school is not something that ponies can quit without being looked down on by their families. When her sister was sent to the moon, the struggle of now ruling alone took a heavy toll on her. Her main once a fiery blaze does not have its usual volume. She is unable to access the elements of harmony due to her own unstable emotions. So she uses her school as an excuse to try and find ponies with the elements, but lost her way as the school now spits out emotionally void soldiers. She has an alliance with the dragons, which is where she got her jewels for her crown and chest piece. With this alliance, she takes any unclaimed eggs that have been left to test any unicorn wanting to join her school. Even just cracking the egg slightly is admission into the school. She doesn't favor any of her students, as the last one she personally taught was Sunset Shimmer, who disappeared without a trace. Sunset Shimmer is the only student she grieves the loss of, and when Twilight joined her school, she reminded her so much of Sunset and did give the rare private lessons. This unfortunately isolates Twilight, as her teachers and fellow students believe Celestia is favoring Twilight. Celestia was one of the firstborn alicorn, her parents being both unicorns, as she and her sister, being the second alicorn, grew. They got stronger and appointed to be royalty due to their strength and ability to control the sun and moon. Ponies believe when she was born, she was cursed, only to find she was a blessing and an easy scapegoat to blame things on, especially when she came to rule. Any problem anyone had was automatically blamed on her and her sister due to the misinformation that the alicorns know everything at all times, due to the fact she possessed both wings and horn. That is why she tries herself so often to try and disprove the ideas and trying to get ponies to stop blaming her for everything she tries to fix. She is very tempered. When enraged, her mane and tail burst into a blue flame, due to it being hotter than your typical red flames. To prevent this, she has put some of her magic into the jewels on her royal attire so that she doesn't lose control and fall victim to her own magic like Sombra and Luna did before her. Her methods may seem harsh, but she is only doing what is best, no matter how it makes her look. Sending her sister to the moon was one of the most traumatic experiences of her life. She tried everything she could to prevent sending her sister away, as that was the last option she had. But Luna's jealousy of Celestia was greater than any magic Celestia possessed. When she banished Luna to the moon, a lot of ponies didn't agree with her decision, but when asked, they couldn't come up with anything better. Everyone believes Cadence is Celestia's niece. However, in reality, Cadence is her own child from her first and only love. Due to being the queen, having a child out of wedlock was very frowned upon at the time, so they claimed a relative had Cadence, and she was merely taking care of her due to the loss of these made-up relatives. She does have another daughter every pony knows of, named Aguirre. She was born of Celestia's flames of rage. Aguirre is an OC of mine. Despite how she came round, she was a lot less tempered than her mother Celestia. Aguirre and Celestia do not get along, so you don't see the two together very often.